Hi guys, welcome back. We're doing another Begrip just to get you guys ready for that paper one whenever you're writing exams. And this is about TikTok. TikTok. Okay. Paragraph one is just telling you the fact that they are talking about TikTok. They make a joke like, oh, are you talking about like a clock, or you talking about the game that you play when you knock on the house and run away? And they say, no, we're talking about TikTok, but we all know what TikTok is, right? Then in paragraph 2, they just explain that it was developed by a Chinese company, Beta Dance or Byte Dance, in 2016 September. And in 2018, it became very popular and started competing with Facebook and the like. Then they said in the beginning of 2021, TikTok would have had 1 miljard actieve gebruikers gehad het. And it has been downloaded afgelaai more than or around 200 million times. And it's available in 75 languages. Interesting. Paragraph 3, they just tell us a bit about the name TikTok. TikTok tell us that it's short form videos. At the beginning, it was just 15 minutes long, and now we can even make 3-minute long videos. And then they give us the purpose of TikTok. Why do we have TikTok? And that's just like for fun, for vermaak, right? Just for fun, for jokes, to do tricks and dances and things like that. In paragraph 4, it talks about how it became very popular amongst the young people, the jong mense. So at first there was about 7.1 people that were 50 years and older. And now there's like 90% of users that uses TikTok every day. And they say that our young people's attention span is decreasing or is being influenced by these short form videos. And I think that is correct, in my opinion. Then in paragraph 5, they're talking about COVID-19, how it was used in COVID-19. So it actually gained a lot of attention when we were stuck in home in level 5. And that's where everyone just downloaded TikTok, old and young, to just, keep busy, not doing much, scrolling through our phones and not worrying too much about the pandemic, like getting our worries off. I don't know, am I going to die or something like that? And in paragraph 6, there's a lot of success stories of TikTok. People who got very famous. They talk about a young group of people from Angola who made their dance routine on the song Jerusalema. And they got like famous. And everyone just wanted to dance on that song, right? So they made the dance routine and everyone had to learn the dance routine. And they just went viral and viral and viral. Everyone just wanted to dance. They say van die Kaap tot in Cuba. From the Cape to Cuba, people were dancing this Jerusalema routine. And it just brought the world together, essentially. Then in paragraph 7, they tell us, TikTok het ook die pink kerkie op Lambert's Bay 'n effek gehad. So, the pink kerkie in Lambert's Bay is referring to that one TikToker, Farron White. She is a dominee. And she's on TikTok. She's also a very big TikTok star, this pastor. They say that because of TikTok, she brought the word to a lot of more people to the point that her congregation actually grew. Then paragraph 8, when we couldn't go to school during COVID, I'm assuming, or during lockdown, there was a grade 12 learner in a klein groepie, like in a small town. He used TikTok to start to motivate his friends. All right, he used to dance. And he used to chat with them or have chat rooms. And then there was another learner. So that was the one learner. Then there was another learner who wanted to give his teachers lessons on WhatsApp a bit more life. And then he used these videos to give life to the notes that his teacher made about life science. That's very interesting. And that spread. That he became very well known for those videos. Then in paragraph 9, they tell us they tell us from paragraph, for example, 6 to 8, they tell us, okay, this is what it's used for. This is what people use it for. But then in paragraph 9, they also tell us it's for those like, I don't know, influencers that have to advertise product. So TikTok is also used for like, look, I'm advertising this shoe or this clothing item or whatever the case might be. Even finances and even cooking videos. That's what I like. I like the cooking videos. So they say a lot of people are doing everything on TikTok. And they say dikwels word bekendes en celebrities in inverted commas hiervoor gebruik. So all their influences are being used to advertise on TikTok. Then in paragraph 10, they say that, look, TikTok can be very useful or very valuable, but we often misuse it, or we do misuse it because of the negative propaganda context that is being spread, for example. And they say this waarom TikTok in sekere lande verbied word. So this is why, because of the negative propaganda, TikTok is banned in some countries like India, China. And paragraph 11, they give us a golden rule about posting on social media. Dink voor jy doen. Think before you do. So we know that TikTok is all great. They give us a little bit of background on TikTok, how it started, when it got like well known. They tell us what you can do on what you can do on TikTok. They tell us what people do on TikTok. They give us examples of Farron White, about the tool of matric learners. They tell us about the influencers advertising products, and they tell us a very important rule to think before we post, essentially. So that is a very nice comprehension. That would have, interested me if I was doing this paper. Okay. 1.1. Waarvoor kan jy TikTok videos gebruik? And they refer you to paragraph 1. So why or for what can you use TikTok videos? And they refers to paragraph 1 om kort videos saam met musiek en ander klankeffekte te maak. That's your answer. 1.2. Hoekom is byte dance in paragraaf 2 as een woord geskryf? Because dis 'n naam van 'n maatskappy. It's a name of a company, right? You have creative freedom when you come up with names for companies and things like that. 1.3. Skryf een woord uit paragraaf 2 neer wat vir ons sê dat TikTok oor die hele wêreld gebruik word. So write on one word in paragraph 2 that shows that TikTok is being used across the world. So if you go to paragraph 2, we can see globaal. Okay. 1.4. Kies die korrekte antwoord uit die tussenhakies. Net soos Facebook is TikTok ook een van die sosiale media reuse, omdat dit 1 op kommunikasie tussen mense fokus of miljoene gebruikers het, and that is miljoene gebruikers het, is your answer. 1.5. Volgens Wallaroo Media het TikTok aan die begin van 2021 meer as 1 miljard gebruikers gehad. Waarom kan ons sê dat hierdie 'n feit is en nie 'n mening nie? They always like to ask questions like this. Why is it a fact and not an opinion? Remember, meaning is an opinion and fate is a fact. So why is this a fact and not a meaning? Because it was based on research, right? It was based on navorsing. Navorsing gebaseer. 1.6. Watter inhoud word in TikTok video's gebruik om mense te vermaak? Neem 2. So what content is used in people's TikTok videos to make people, om mense te vermaak is to make them laugh, to make them smile, things like that. So you could say grappe, so people make jokes on TikTok, and they also do like dances, so dance, anything along those lines. 1.7. Lees paragraaf 4, kies die korrekte. Indien jong mense TikTok te veel gebruik, kan dit voordelige of nadelige gevolge vir hulle hê. Voordele is advantages, nadelige is disadvantages, so definitely nadele. 1.7.2. Motiveer jou antwoord. So remember they say you can get addicted to, you can get verslaaf on TikTok, and that's a negative or a disadvantage. 1.8. Lees paragraaf 1.8.1. Waarom dink jy het party mense nie van Farron White se nuwe manier van doen gehou nie? Why do you think many people, or a few people, I would say, party mense, let's just say some people, why didn't they like of Farron White's new way of doing things? Maybe because she was doing something new. That was it's neat, right? She was doing videos in church, loading her, the preacher she gave. Or maybe people thought, nah, you shouldn't be doing this as a pastor, you shouldn't be doing this in a church, you know? So maybe that's why some people were like, nah, we don't really like your way of doing things. 1.8.2, waarom kan ons sê dat Farron se digitale boodskappe wel succesvol was, neem 2 redes. So how can we say that, her digital messages was actually quite successful? You have to give 2 reasons. Remember they said her congregation actually grew, so her gemeente het gegroei because of her videos. It grew. And she's still doing it. Sy doen dit nog steeds. Because if it wasn't successful, why would she still be doing it? 1.9, we're going to do a bit of mix-max here. Alright. So now you got to look at the begrip and match the years. So in 2016, what happened? In 2016, TikTok was established or made known to the world. So that is C. 2018, what happened? Binne 2 jaar het TikTok 'n sterk mededinger op sosiale media geword. That's what happened in 2018. In 2020, what happened? It was COVID, so it helped people through difficult times. So that is B. TikTok het mense in moeilike tye gehelp. And in 2021, what happened? A lot of people downloaded TikTok. So meer as 200 miljoen mense het die toep afgelaai. So that's A. 1.10. Watter musiekgenre het 2 leerders van wie ons in paragraaf 8 lees gebruik om ander matriks te motiveer? Skryf 1 woord neer. They use gerijmklets. Gerijmklets is what they use. That's the genre. 1.11. Hulle het vir ander vriende gestuur en dit het so 'n veldbrand versprei. Word hierdie sin letterlik of figuurlik gebruik? So they're saying, they sent it to their friends and then it spread like wildfire. That is obviously figuurlik, guys. 1.11.2. Motivate your answer. It just shows that the videos het vinnig versprei. 1.12. Waarom kan 'n mens verstaan dat dit sinvol is om bekendes in TikTok advertensies te gebruik? So why can you understand that sinful is reasonable, that you would use people that are famous, that are well known to advertise your products? Because they have a bigger following, so you can reach more people. People follow what influencers do. So if an influencer is using, for example, a skincare product, I'm going to buy that skincare product. Oh, Nadia Jafta is using Silky, so I'm going to buy Silky. Something like that. So anything along those lines, right? 1.13. Lees weer paragraaf 6. Wat het 2 lewenslesse? What 2 life lessons? Wat jou in alle omstandighede kan help om moeilike situasies te hanteer, kry jy uit hierdie paragraaf. Begin jou antwoord met ek het geleer dat. So in paragraaf 6, what are they telling us? They're telling us about the dance group that became famous from doing the dance routine of Jerusalem. So, what 2 life lessons about, remember they were in Angola. In alle omstandighede kan dit help. So, ek het geleer dat, for example, ek nooit moet opgee, nie? And you must give another lesson. Another lesson can be that ordinary people can inspire one another. Gewone mense mekaar kan inspireer. 1.14, lees die slotparagraaf. Waarom dink jy is dit 'n goue reël op sosiale media om eers te dink voor jy doen? So why is it so important to first think before you do or post on social media? Because the internet never forgets, right? Die internet vergeet nooit. Very important. You have a digital footprint. It will be there forever. Whatever you post is going to be there forever, no matter what you do. Right? Everyone is seeing your life. Like, be mindful of what you are posting. And that is it for TikTok. Right. Next is text B, where we have to look at the picture, which is essentially a begrip without words. Okay, you're going to have to answer a few questions about this text. There's a number of texts. Mense tussen 36 en 30 jaar sê 10de beste nuwejaarsvoornemers vir 2023. Voor mense hulle nuwejaarsvoornemens uit, 8 mense, 92 mense. So basically it's about New Year's resolutions from ages 16 to 30, and only 8% of people actually do what they say they're going to do on the 1st of Jan. Okay. 1.15. Kies die correcte antwoord is 8 A, B, C, D. So you write 1.15, you choose A, B, C, or D. Uit prentjie A lei ons dat mense in 2023 graag meer wil oefen, met ander wil kompeteer, hulle tyd beter wil bereik of vinniger by die werk wil kom. So let's look at prentjie A. So there's a clock and they are running. So if you're running next to a clock, perhaps you want to use your time better. So it's definitely C. 1.16. Kies die korrekte antwoord tussen hakies. Prentjie B impliseer dat die mense in 2023 meer actief wil wees of ander mense help. So in paragraph B, do we see there, every time there's a helping hand. So it's definitely ander mense wil help. 1.17. Wat sê die mense se nuwejaars voornemens in prentjie C vir jou? So prentjie C, there's a heart and there's a dog paw print or a cat paw print. So definitely that's something about diere, right? So it's definitely, I want to care more about animals or something along those lines. Ek wil diere versorg or something along those lines. That's 1.17. 1.18. Noem een ding wat mense nie meer in 2023 wil doen nie. So name something or one thing that people don't want to do in 2023 anymore. So something where there's like an X or a crossover. If you look at H, they don't want to smoke anymore. And if you look at E, they don't want to be on Twitter anymore. Or in like the grand scheme of things, they don't want to be on social media anymore. Anything like that. So they don't want to smoke anymore. So geen rook en geen, you can see Twitter or social media. 1.19. Die meeste mense slaag daarin om by hulle nuwejaarsvoornemens by te hou. Motiveer waarom hierdie stelling onwaar is. So they're saying that most people actually commit to what they say their New Year's resolution. And why is this incorrect? Because only 8 out of 100 people commit to their New Year's resolution. So therefore that is onwaar. 1.20. Waarom sou jy respek kon hê vir mense wie se voorneme dit is om te oefen? So why would you respect someone's resolution to be more active or to exercise? You could say something like, ek het respek vir hierdie mense, want hulle besef dat oefening belangrik is, of hulle wil meer gesond wees. Hulle het deursettingsvermoë, anything along those lines about, you value a healthy life or anything along those lines. And that is text B. They're testing how can you interpret this picture? Can you answer questions based on visuals? So if you can do that, these few questions, you'll be sharp in the exams. Okay, we're going to look at the opsomming in the next one. See ya.